Hi, welcome to Goodbye Gluten. I'm Corrine.
Saying goodbye to gluten does not mean saying goodbye to great food and great taste.
So please like this video, share it with friends, and subscribe to our channel. So today we are making meatloaf, but we're not making just any old meatloaf. We are making meatloaf muffins. Let's see what we need. We have a pound of ground beef. If you're going to use whatever ground beef you have. If you like to do a mixture of sausage and pork, some people really like that. This is straight ground beef. We then have some shredded potatoes. These we get at Costco. They're those shreddy hash brown potatoes. We're using these instead of the crackers or oats that are usually in meatloaf. Then we're using a half a cup of milk. Today I'm using soy milk. This one is great because it doesn't have any sugars or sweeteners in it, so it won't change the taste of our meal. We'll need 1 egg, some ketchup, and then here we have salt and pepper, mustard, and onion powder. And then we'll have our trusty muffin pan. All right, ready? So part of the process with these is these are dehydrated shredded potatoes. So we've rehydrated them. We're going to pop them into a bowl to cook them up a little bit later. They already smell potatoey. We're going to need a half a cup of these for our meatloaf. Kind of a scant half cup. So we'll put that into the bowl, set the rest of those aside. And now it's pretty much everybody into the pool. Put our egg in, our seasonings, our milk. Now if you're using cracker crumbs or oats, something that's dry, you may want to adjust your milk to account for it. And then we're going to just put in a generous squirt of ketchup. Just however much you like. This really is where the phrase to taste comes to mind. And then it's get in with your hands and mix it up.
Feels squishy.
You don't want to mix this too much because you don't want it to be all hard, but you want to get everything incorporated. Some other add-ins, maybe depending on what you want or what you have on hand, is some cooked bacon. You'd add that in. If your family is tolerant of vegetables, you could dice up some onion or bell pepper. Meatloaf is a great way to hide things like mushrooms or spinach. Not that I've ever done that before. So we're going to use the 2-spoon method for this. Just want to get a spoonful, kind of plop it in there, keep it inside. The nice thing is with the meatloaf, the ground beef, you don't have to worry about greasing your pan or putting muffin cups in.
Oh, that was so good. You can see how fast she does this. She's an expert at meatloaf.
Mm-hmm.
And how much was that? About a pound?
That was a pound of ground beef. So
okay.
It made just
80-20.
I think so. It's whatever I got from Costco. There we go. Now this, as soon as the oven's preheated, it'll go in for about 30 minutes. So our oven is preheated to 400. Just as a caution, I've put the muffin pan on a baking sheet because I don't want to clean any spills up from the bottom of my oven. Put them in for about 30 minutes. Alright. We'll let those stir and cool off for about 5 minutes. That way if we don't get completely burnt by hot grease. So it's a good thing that I put these on the pan because you can see there's grease and some burn stuff there from a little bit of overflow. As I'm pulling them out, be careful, they are a little fragile. Just taking a fork and scooting along the edges and pulling them out.
They smell good.
So as you can see, dinner is all served. I've put a sprinkle of ketchup over the top. We cooked up the rest of those hash browns, some green beans and some beets. Now let's taste this meatloaf muffin. You can see it's all nice. It's not as stuck together as maybe some traditional meatloafs are where you use the crackers, but it's nice to know there are alternatives. That is good. That is really good. It's got a good chew to it. So yeah. Thank you very much for joining me fixing dinner tonight. Remember, saying goodbye to gluten does not mean saying goodbye to great food and great taste. Have a good evening.